السلام عليكم. طيب الله طاعتكم، كل عام وانتم بخير، تعودون ان شاء الله جميعا بصحة وعافية. اليوم لقاءنا راح يكون مع مستر اولمبيا 2019 براندون كوري. طبعا راح يكون بالانجليزي، فاتمنى ان ما حد يتوهق. براندون ويانا حاليا، فراح نبلش سيده ويا براندون. Hello, Brandon.
What's going on?
Salam. I'm glad to see you.
Hey, I'm good to see you, brother. Man,
Thank you.
It's been a minute.
How is everything in US?
Everything is it's going slow and steady here. It's like slowly opening up a little bit here and there. But so it's getting warmer here. So summer's coming and a lot of people outside itching to go out. But as far as the hospitals and different things, it doesn't seem like the hospitals are too busy.
Mm-hmm.
So numbers are cases going down in some areas, like my area is pretty open. So, but the next city over may be a little bit closed more down than this area. So it's kind of different wherever you are, But
do you train or not yet?
Yeah, I'm able to train. Our gym was able to open up on May 1st.
Good.
So May 1st, I've been training since May 1st. Well, we've been open since May 1st. When we were closed down, I was still able to go and train a little bit as well. So I've been definitely training, definitely trying to get to it, trying to get to the program. How about you? What's going on?
No, I'm training at home because everything is closed in Kuwait,
Yeah.
It's full lockdown.
Full lockdown.
Yeah. Maybe after 6 days, it will be, they will give us around 8 hours to go out, but still all of gyms and all of malls is closed. Yeah.
You have a timetable? They have a timeline? Like how soon before they start to open things up, you think?
I don't know yet. They didn't tell us.
No. I know I was told about flights going from the UK to Dubai.
Yeah, but I think it will be from July they will start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm still trying to get out there, No.
So how's your family?
Family's good, man. Family's great, man. They're we put their electronics, took them away for a couple of days, and they have to all stay together and play games together, So it's been interesting. But they've been outside. It's just a little hot today. It's got really, really hot. So I got them helping me in the yard when I was out in the yard yesterday.
What's the temperature is there?
Oh man, let's see. I have to look in Celsius real quick. Let me do it. I want to be accurate. Let me see. Right now, let's see. Okay, let's change it over. It is 29 degrees.
29 degrees?
Yes.
But you experience the weather in Kuwait.
Yes.
So it's not hot.
Well, it's hot. It's hot for us now because it's been cool.
Yeah, okay. But for you, it's not.
No. It's not hot. I mean, it's hot in comparison. Like, this is the first warm weather, warm weather we've experienced. So it feels hot, but it's not really hot,
I know. So, Brandon, let's start with Brandon Carey as athlete.
Yes.
When you start the bodybuilding?
Let's see. I think I was 19 years old. 19 years old, yes. I was basically I was in college at that age, and I was looking for a gym to train in. I just got done playing football, American football, and I was looking for a gym to train at the college around the town. Because I went to the rec center. We had a rec center where I trained, and when I played football, we trained at an athletic center. But I was looking for a place outside because I left the team. I was done with football. I was done with the politics of football. I got sick and tired of. I was living too good outside of football. I'll put it that way. So I got to this gym, and it was like a powerlifting gym. It was a hardcore gym.
Yeah.
And a trainer in there just kept asking me, did I want to compete in bodybuilding? I said no like 4 different times. On the 5th time, I guess I said yes. because I figured I'm in there training. I like to train, and I might as well do something with it. So that's what got me hooked, man. My first show, I won a novice class, the medium, and the overall, and I only prepared in 4 weeks. So that got me hooked on bodybuilding. I mean, it went from being something I was like, okay, let me try it out, to give me some more, you know? Where else can I compete? How can I get better, you know? So from that point on, it was like, I was training, bodybuilding. I went to school to study exercise science because my interest was in training, exercise. So my education was centered around it. So it was just everything I took in. So how to get better is everything I worried about in the gym, you know? But of course, life comes at you, and you got to balance that at the same time, you know. Bodybuilding and life, that's
so when you did the first show?
My first show was in 2003, I think. 2003. It was a Supernatural Bodybuilding Federation.
It was national.
Yes. Yeah, I competed naturally all the way up to national level. All the way up to what we call junior nationals. It wasn't until I got my pro card that I decided to be one.
So when you got your pro card?
And I see it was 08 I got my pro card. My first attempt to go pro was in 07 at the USA's. And my first attempt to go pro, I got second at the USA's as a heavyweight. Now, the year before, I was a light heavyweight. And I didn't know whether I was going to just stay in that class or not, or move up a class. Everybody was wondering. So when I hit the USA stage, I was a full weight class up. Nobody really knew my name. They didn't know who I was. I wasn't really a big name. I was more of a fitness model. But yeah, that's a guy in a magazine with no name. You know, they don't really know you. So I went to the USA's and I ended up getting second. I didn't really know what I was doing. I'll be honest. I didn't know what I was doing. I was a novice. I was doing a lot of the wrong things, but I had some talent and I was hungry.
So the first time in Olympia?
First time in the Olympia was 2011.
2011?
Yeah, 2011. That was my first Olympia.
What place you got?
I got 8th place.
8th?
8th place.
Good. Then you compete again in 2012?
Yeah, competed in 2012. Let's see, I did I did the Arnold probably like every year after that. But let's see, my bodybuilding memory is not that great. You know why? You know why it's not that great?
Right.
Because to be a better bodybuilder, you got to stay in the present. You know what I'm saying? So I could forget what's behind me. Even the bad times, I forget what's behind me, because I'm always constantly moving forward. You know, trying to figure out how to get better. But yeah, it was a long road from there. Let's see. I think I competed. My last show, let's see, 2015. I think I did my last Arnold Classic. I think I did one Arnold Classic that year, and that's the only show I did. I made the top 10, but I didn't do as well as I wanted to. And then it was 2016, which I decided I was just gonna do a bunch of shows and experiment. Now let's say I've had coaches before. I had Hani was, you know, he didn't turn me pro, but he worked with me at a show before I went pro. And he was working with me almost up to my first pro debut, but that's something happened there. I ended up finding Neil there. Neil helped me out.
Yeah.
So Neil took me to the Olympia in 2011. And then, so I went there, and then all of a sudden about 2013, 2012, Neil got a little tied up and busy. So I got with George. George took me to Brazil. I won my first show in Brazil in 2013.
13.
Yes. After that, you know, 2013, around 2014, I had a decent, slow year. I did well at that. I did decent at the Arnold Classic, but not nothing spectacular. And then 2015 was much of the same. I think I broke away and decided to do my own thing in 2016. That wasn't a great thing for me because I did too many shows. I did like 9 shows that year. 9 shows in 2016. I think it took me 6 shows that year to qualify for the Olympia on point.
Did you qualify?
So, yeah, I eventually qualified on points because I was just basically, I was doing like, I was dieting as hard as I ever had dieted before. I was doing keto, running myself into the ground. And I competed in so many shows man, it was the worst, hellish year ever. The hellish year ever. But my only goal that year was to make it to the Olympia. That was my only goal. Because I knew if I got to the Olympia, there was going to be something to motivate me to have a better year the next season. So I just wanted to be around greatness. I wanted to see greatness in front of me so I could get hungry again for greatness. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I of course, I met my my good friend Abdullah backstage at prejudging. Right after prejudging, you know.
No, we will talk about Abdullah later.
Yeah, I just want to say that's the timeline right there. So if you look at the timeline, that's the timeline because I saw you guys really just, you know, when Victor came and he improved thoroughly, I was like, that's crazy.
In Baltimore, right?
Right, yeah. It's like, that was crazy. You know, that was crazy to see that. And then, you know, I just, you know, I always was good friends with Rolly. Following Rolly, man. Me and Rolly go back to BSN. You know, we were teammates there. So me and Rolly always been cool. So I seen where Rolly was coming. He was just making these crazy improvements. So, and then it wasn't too soon after that. Well, and then, you know, of course, Rami, who cannot forget about Rami? You know what I mean? Nobody can like dismiss or forget about Rami. Rami is the biggest presence, you know, one of the biggest presence in bodybuilding. So it was just, it was amazing. It's amazing to see what you guys were doing. I was so interested, but didn't think I'd ever have an opportunity.
So tell us how the connection is began between you and Abdullah, and when?
Well, like I said, it was at the Olympia 2016. It was backstage. Like I said, I walked up to him. I just congratulated him and said, man, that's awesome, man. You did a great job with my boy Victor, man. That was awesome. I said, man, you basically brought him back to life. And he looked at me and he says, you wanna train in Kuwait? I was like, huh? What do you mean? I was like,
he shocked you, huh?
Yeah, he shocked me. Yeah, he shocked me. And then he said, I think I can make you top 6 in the world. And I was like,
this is a big deal, huh?
Yeah, I was like, whoa. So before I got ahead of myself, I wanted to think about it. It sounded too good to be true. But I told him, I said, okay, in a few weeks, I was going to be in Kuwait to compete anyway, Kuwait Classic.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'll come, I'll visit, I'll see how it is, and then I'll make my decision. So that was my plan. So I came to Kuwait. You know, it was great, man. It was all good. The gym was incredible. You know, Batter, he put on an awesome production, you know, went all out. You know, it's just, you could feel the love, the fans were going crazy at that show. I don't know if you guys remember, anybody went to that show. We were like, it was like nonstop in that show.
But you know what the point? Now you just told us about big name of coaches around the world, like Neil and George. How can you trust in Abdullah? Because they has already a big names.
Right.
Abdullah's new. You know?
Right.
Yeah. So why you trust in him?
Because I witnessed something in somebody I knew. So I witnessed what he did with Victor. You know, I know Victor. I wasn't expecting Victor to improve in any fashion like that. So another thing is he had an attention to detail that I thought was very interesting. When I met with him for the first time in Kuwait at the Kuwait Classic, and I began to talk to him, he already had an idea. He had a strategy he particularly laid out for me ahead of time. And then he had a history. He had a very good history of my history that preceded, you know, that was before he knew when he met me. He knew details. He challenged me on what my best looks were here and there. He had all the details already. So he knew too much about me for me to not trust him.
Okay, so when you come in to Kuwait at 2016, the end of 2016, right?
Yeah, about November, right after what we would call Thanksgiving. I left right.
And you did your first show at March 2017 in New Zealand.
Yes.
You won. Sir. Yeah, you won that show.
Yeah, that was mad crazy.
This is my first pro show.
Yes, it was. It was.
Yeah.
We were roommates, man. So it was like, man, it was great. Man, you made food for me, bro. You made food for me, bro.
And you did 1 week after in Australia, and won Arnold Australia also.
Yes.
So what do you want to prove, you and Abdullah, to do 2 shows in 1 week?
Well, we just knew we could, and I think he was a little frustrated that we didn't get to do the Arnold. So it's like almost like smacking people in the face, you know, because he, you know, if you know Abdullah, he's you know, he's tenacious. You know, he has the tenacity.
Yeah, I know Abdullah very well.
So you know, and you know, I was game because I figured, you know, it was some big names that I wanted to be talked about amongst the big names. So I wanted to challenge some of the big names, and that's what we went to do. We went to challenge some big names, and that's how you make yourself a bigger name.
So after Arnold, you did Frigno show.
Yes.
Yeah. This is 7 months after Arnold, right? The same year.
Right. It was same year. Yeah. That was after actually after the Olympia.
Yeah.
It was after the Olympia. Yes.
What's your place in Olympia 2017?
That was 8th place.
8th place.
That was 8th place, and let me explain that 8th place. That was not what I was fighting for, like at all. I was excited. At prejudging because I was in the first call out. You know.
Yeah.
Top 5 call out, and I was excited. And I had so much good energy on the stage. It just felt good. So for me to feel like I was fighting for that, to get that top 5, to getting 8, that was like the biggest like slap in the face. But sometimes you need a slap in the face, you know what I'm saying? And that meant that we didn't accomplish what we set out to accomplish. So that really put a fire up under I think both of us. So we were ready to really just step our game up for the next opportunity.
And you feel disappointed?
Yeah.
After the finals.
Right. I was mad. I was really mad. But I'm a person, I get mad, just let myself get mad, and then I get over it. You know what I mean? Because I gotta see what's in front of me. I can't just stay mad at that. So I let that all go, and I went to the plan, went to the strategy. Of course, the strategy was to qualify for the Olympia as quick as possible to have the most rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what we did with the Frigno, you know.
So you did the Frigno and you won Frigno already. Why you did the San Marino in Italy after Frigno?
Because we thought it was a just in case,
like New Zealand and Australia.
Well, it was a just in case measure. You know what I'm saying? It was just in case measure. And what I ended up doing was going, since it was a week apart, I filled out 2 contracts. Probably shouldn't have did that. So no matter what, I was set to do that show, whether I won the first one or not. So, you know, winning the first one, I kind of figured at that point, I needed to rest the body. I wasn't going to win the second one. I didn't have Abdullah didn't come with me to San Marino either. And it was just more like, okay, I'm doing this because I don't want to get fined.
So in 2018,
we qualified for the Olympia. So
yeah, you did only Olympia.
Only the Olympia. That's the only plan, was to do the Olympia. So we took that time and rest. We rest that year and then hit the Olympia. Yeah, fifth place. 5th place was good for me that year. because it gave me the confirmation that I needed, that I was in a place that I want. I was in sniping distance. And the only reason I say that put me in sniping distance was because Sean Roden was 5th the year before, and this year he had just won. So I figured if he went from 5th to 1st place, then I could do the same thing. And I could do that, and I could beat him. You know what I mean? That's how I was looking at for 2019. So, but I needed help. So for 2019, we decided that if we really wanted to set the stage for 2019, then what better way to do it than to win the Arnold, beat everybody at the Arnold first, and then go beat Sean at the Olympia. That was the plan.
So that's why you did Arnold.
Yeah, that's why we did the Arnold.
When you go to Arnold, did you expect to win?
Yeah, definitely.
I know you go to win.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Of course, I go to win, but that show is not. I was just going to win. I feel like I was going to win, regardless of that show. That was my show to win. That's what I felt like, because I had to win it in order to create the narrative that I wanted for the Olympia. If I didn't win that show, then the plan to create the narrative for the Olympia would not exist. I wanted to be the guy that they talked about to challenge the Mr. Olympia title. I would only get that respect if I won the Arnold. So I had to win it, and that's why I did it. If I didn't think I was ready to win it, I wouldn't have done it.
And if you win Arnold, Ohio, you have a big chance to win Olympia.
Yes, that's what I thought. But it's not true. It's not true. It's not true, and I was ignorant of that. If I would have realized that it wasn't true, maybe I wouldn't have changed my mind. But no, maybe not, because it was a challenge that I was ready to commit myself to. But it's not true because it's only been done 3 times. So just because you win the Arnold doesn't really guarantee that you'll win the Olympia. Matter of fact, it almost guarantees that you won't win the Olympia if you look at the odds.
So after New Zealand, 2017, without names, did there any coach contact with you when they see your how to improve?
Direct contact with me?
Yeah.
No.
There is any coach?
No.
Nobody.
No. Oh no.
Because sometimes there is coaches, when they see that the athlete is improve a lot and you have a big change,
right?
They try to connect with him.
Well, we know those coaches. There's a particular coach that has a reputation for doing that, of course.
Okay.
And I've been coached by him before, so I know him as a coach. I know how he coaches. I respect him as a coach. I respect him as a man, of course, too. But no, I didn't talk to him. Now I will say this.
No. I mean, is there anybody try?
No.
No, good. This is good.
No. Why would they try? I mean, I've been with so many coaches already. Like, all right, I named off what? Honey. I named off, Neil. I named off George. I mean, there's only a few other coaches that everybody knows their name that I haven't been with, in that category. So I don't think anybody would take the risk.
Okay. Now, just tell us about Abdullah. You work with him 5 months before your first show with him.
Mm-hmm.
So why you decide to continue with him? What's the difference in Abdullah?
Well, the difference is in your strategy, and your game plan must be current. It must be consistently current with where you're at. So, it's not like I'm just expecting Abdullah to do the same thing in every preparation. No, I'm not. I'm actually expecting him to do whatever the preparation requires him to do, because that's what he does. He doesn't do things just one way. He always tries to figure out what's going on and how to make that adjustment. So he's always troubleshooting. I would just tell you this. The testament was in the 2019 season. The testament was there. The reason why it's so rare for people to win the Arnold and the Olympias because the body that you bring into the Arnold will guarantee you to be a different body than you bring into the Olympia and how it responds. Because if you don't do any other shows with those two, I had a big difference. Like, I think my body going into the Olympia preparation wanted to get bigger. It just wanted to grow. So Arnold took me like 30 minutes average of preparation of cardio to get ready for that show, average cardio. And then I cut out cardio 3 weeks out for the Arnold. And for the Olympias, my body was completely different. It wouldn't want to come down. So I say I averaged 2 hours of cardio for coming in for the Olympia because my body was just wanted to stay big. So it was just different. It was a different kind of factor that we had to deal with. So we had to do something different. Couldn't stay in the box and get to the stage, right? So, the ability to make adjustments, to see what's going on, to see what's changing, be in tune with not just sticking to what you know. Also get my feedback as well, seeing how I think about things. And then proving me right or proving me wrong is another thing. He can prove me wrong, if he needs to. He has the proof. He'll track it. You know what I'm saying? He'll prove me wrong. He'll ask me, challenge me in that way. So it's just a dynamic relationship that we have. I think it's a yin and yang relationship where he speeds me up. I kind of slow him down a bit. You know what I'm saying? So it makes a good chemistry and a coach and athlete context. So, yeah, it's definitely we definitely work good together. We got good chemistry.
So you did New Zealand, Arnold, Frigno, San Marino, Arnold. You did around seven or 8 shows with Abdullah, right?
Yeah.
So what the worst situation you experience while preparation?
The worst situation?
For any show.
Oh, what, in what case though? Worse in what case? In what way?
If you feel tired, something wrong, anything.
Okay. Like an incident. Like, since I've been in some situations to where, I've had severe cramping, like before a contest, you know what I'm saying? Severe cramping where you're locking up, you got to take minerals or something like that, or even quinine or something like that to prevent it from locking up. But I've never experienced that by working with Abdullah. Never ever. So since I've been working with Abdullah, I never experienced that. So, but I had experienced that with other coaches, and 2 different coaches in particular. So, but that's some of the worst things I think that I experienced. Some of the intense cramping, that's something. That's about it. Nothing more exciting than that.
So we arrived to Olympia 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So the same question again. Did you expect to win Olympia 2019?
Yeah.
I know you go to win.
No. I mean, it's never. I'm not answering because I go to win. No. I mean, all of athletes go to the show. Mm-hmm. They want to win. Mm-hmm.
But did you expect to win 100%?
Yes.
From inside.
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
Because it's not only inside. It's not only inside. It takes place because you have eyes to see as well. So your eyes always give you confirmation on what is going on inside. So everything you see through the preparation, through the event, through how people treat you, through what kind of energy other athletes have with you, where the cameras are pointed, all these little details.
Now you took already all of the lights in the world from you winning to Arnold, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
You took all of the lights.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Yeah, I mean that may be why. I can agree with that. Being that it was a situation where You had Sean not going to be an enter. You had Phil not coming to the stage. You know, I was definitely the bigger presence there. And my campaign for the Olympia title started at the Arnold Classic before we knew anything of Sean or whether we knew Phil was going to enter or not. So it took me to the stage with a lot of confidence, knowing that I was going to win. I was going to be able to win in a certain way, in particular. You know what I'm saying?
Describe your feelings when they called you as Mr. Olympia 2019. I was there, but describe your feelings.
You know, we got a clip of that, right?
Yeah.
And what honestly came out was that my motion. We got one, baby. We got one. You know what I mean? That was like honest, pure emotion of what that felt like at that moment. You know, that's exactly what it felt like. I wanted to be in the moment as much as possible because it's you know, and it was surreal. I'm just waiting on everything to happen step by step. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything to happen step by step. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to mess up the moment overthinking it. So I was just kind of in the process, enjoying it, you know, being surprised. You know, I was surprised when I was talking about my wife and my family and everything, and then turning around and they were behind me. You know, that was a big surprise, you know.
Yeah,
so,
they support you a lot. I saw that.
Yeah, so, you know, it was a big surprise for me that, you know, things played out the way they did. So I just wanted to embrace the moment and enjoy the moment and just realize, you know, all the people that were a part of the moment helped me see the moment through. You know, it was definitely good to see Batter come up. Come up to the stage, man. It's like, of course I had to give him the sandow, you know, of course, you know, it's like, how can I not share that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it was like awesome. It was awesome for everybody that was around, you know, even Knucklehead Talal.
There is a question in the books. There is one question here.
What's that?
Could you expect Olympia to what's the procedure for it?
Oh, he asked what my strategy is for the Olympia.
Mm.
Now right now we're playing it by ear. Right? We're giving what we can take. But if I'm able to get a good, you know, 16, 17 weeks out back in Kuwait, I'll come for sure. You know, just to make sure I can zone in and be calibrated the way I need to be calibrated. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing like it. I got some things I got to attend to at home. Of course, got some gym business at home. We hope to get a new one open. You know, opening celebration on August the 8th. So hopefully that'll be a good thing that we can take. I can celebrate before I come and go back into my work, kill mode. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, if that answers your question, I hope so.
No, all of the question about the gyms when they open and blah blah blah, they mean in Kuwait, in Oxygen Kuwait. So my last question. No, you know, no, there is. Are you trained now? Yes, he answered. He trained. What do you feel about? Yeah, they want to talk about Dexter, Sean, and Phil. Yeah, check.
Okay. I love Dex. I love Dex, man. Dex is an OG. Much respect for him, man. I learned a lot just by watching him, and then by listening to him too. So he's definitely a veteran in the game, one of the greatest of all time. And I was chasing him for a while, so he led that chase, man. That was a good chase, definitely a good chase. So, mad respects to Dexter Jackson. Sean Roden, man. Me and Sean, we go way back. We go way back, man. I remember when I was like, who's this guy Sean? You know, I was placing ahead of Sean back in 2011, 2012, Arnold's and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, Sean just struck out and started winning show after show after show. And I was like, what in the world's going on with this kid? You know, it was awesome, man. It was awesome. It was so motivating to see him do that. So it was awesome. And then Phil Heath, man, shoot, before I even understood the world of bodybuilding, I saw Phil Heath on the NPC News magazine that I happen to have some bodybuilding friends of mine happen to have. And I'm looking at that sucker and I'm like, man, this dude that stole my name, because they called him a gift, you know. And I made Brandon's gifted email address, but they took, you know, I thought they took that moniker from me. It was interesting. So all this time I feel like I was chasing Phil Heath, and I got to see him on multiple occasions, and you know, he's a good dude. You know, he's a nice, cool dude. And I just noticed that, you know, he had a hard time in the social media world, you know, so I sympathize with him. He's like the first social media Mr. Olympia, you know. Nobody gonna tell him how to do it. He ain't seen nobody do it before. So, but he's always one of those freaky, crazy genetics. I'm like, man, I can't wait till I get better so I can stand next to him, man. I just want to stand next to him. You know, I want to see him at his best, and I want to be at my best, and I want to, you know, battle it out. You know, maybe I won't be able to see that. Maybe I will. I don't know. But I got mad respect for Phil Heath. Hope he's doing good, just as all these fellas I just talked about. Hope they're all doing good.
So, are you ready? This is the last question. Are you ready to do it again in 2020?
When is a better time to do it now than Corona 20, man?
No, I mean Olympia.
Yeah,
Are you ready?
I know. Of course, man.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm hungry for another one, man. We gotta get back to the stage and win another one. You know, the best thing about it is that they adjusted to the situation. We got a little bit more time on our hands to work with, you know, so we can get over some of this trauma that's hit us. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we are being traumatized. We're like, oh, the whole life is changing right in front of us. It's traumatizing us. So we got to get over this trauma so we can get our minds back into the game, get back on the stage. So it looks like December, around Christmas time. I got a lot of kids, man. You know, I got a lot of kids. I need some Christmas money, man. I got a lot of kids. So around Christmas time, you know, we're gonna battle it out, you know. So yeah, I'm doing everything I can to make sure I come to that stage. And I don't have a stand out of my house, so I apologize. I would have just held it up.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. So at the end, just said whatever you want to Mr. Olympia 2019 fans.
All right, guys. It's been a crazy journey of mine. All you guys have followed me along the way back when I was just a guy in the magazine with no name. You know, from the times I was at BSN and from the time that I went to other places like SciTech, and all the fans around the world that follow me and has followed my journey and hardships, my ups and downs. I appreciate your support going into this year. All those have been holding me down, fighting for me on the boards, in the comments. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all don't know how much I love y'all because, you know, sticks and stones, they may break my bones, but you know, I like to observe words because they tell a lot about a person's mind and where their heart is at. So it's kind of cool. You're never a champion unless you have opposition. So I mean, that's part of being a champion. And I don't mind opposition at all. But I love my fans. I love my fans to understand, you know, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm trying to push on to win another one. Doing these crazy times to give you something to be excited about in 2020. You know, so 2020 ain't always, you know what I'm saying? So ride with me. And hopefully I get out to see you guys out there in Kuwait at the Muscle Factory. And we can hang out. We can go kick it. And we can train hard, push each other in the gym again. That'll be beautiful. Because you guys out there always motivate me. The atmosphere out there they always it's just a great atmosphere to get it done. And I appreciate everybody that encourages me every time I'm out there, from the guys that work there to the members. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys, man. Much love, and I hope you and your families are well. And that's all of myself.
Thank you so much. We're all proud of you, براندون, and we wish to see you soon in Kuwait.
Yeah, love you, better. Love you. Hope to see you soon, brother.
Be safe.
Hope to see you soon.
See you. Thank you, براندون, so much.
All right, see you guys.
Goodbye.
All right, bye.